Darrow. Now we're carrying on where we left off last time with the main story. Unlike I thought, I actually do have time to record this episode today. Against what I thought, but anyways, let us go and carry this on. Oh, and off camera, I finished upgrading her light cone and doing both of her last traces as well. So
I'm glad.
nice. Okay, sure.
But I don't see Castris among your number.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Trinin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding core flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble
She's still
task.
alive. She's just reigning over the Netherrealm at the moment.
O gods who have returned,
Oh,
and gods
God.
who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead, and reborn among mortal kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in her good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
A constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Thanks, Anaxa.
Look! It's...
Is that
No,
Castris?
it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
I don't know.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Casterus... No. The Titan. They said... I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present, so let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akuma's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind.
Really, bro?
It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say.
Good.
Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next
meet
life.
in the next life.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Susan, safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity.
Return to corruption.
And return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity. And you were never the type to give me any leeway.
Anyway.
That is true.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
How should I know?
Oh my.
But since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Go.
Rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul! And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Damn, bro. Crazy.
Thankfully,
Oh,
she's still
okay.
alive.
We're up here now.
Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
Oh boy, now I have to read. Her condition was very similar, it's just that at that time the Express did not have a memo keeper who could diagnose her condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time
Or
as
she
well.
created Amphorius. When March awakened from the ice, her memories were completely wiped clean. I would prepare for the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Hijacked?
Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I'm not a biologist, but I heard that there's other species of fish on Von Wack that has the memory span of less than a second. Forgets anything that occurs in the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen.
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness.
The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of this path. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression. Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice
I
crystals
see.
are a manifestation of that.
Interesting. Miss Black Swan, there is one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You've guided us to Amphorius, but refused to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
I mean, no offense, I am merely speculating, but I'd appreciate your honesty if possible.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence.
Not gonna
That's
check
not a
suspicion.
problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the Garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Perfect example.
A world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those pathstriders of remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first,
they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to this star zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts.
Remodeling a world is no easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simple path striders. Do they wield the powers of emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
Could they be the ones who hijacked March 7th's memories?
I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th, but the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
What's wrong?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies.
Huh? Something changed.
It's Fu Li. Their gaze has just swept across Amphorius.
Oh boy. Oh, now we're switching to Herta's view.
Oh, how interesting. I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that the word Amphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
It's, hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror,
I like how
I
she
rummaged
speaks.
through
She
the
speaks
brain
fast,
of this memo
but I don't need to
snatcher and
wait
learned a good deal.
on each line so long.
Not only does this person know of Amphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Amphorius?
Ooh, okay.
You're planning to head to Amphorius yourself?
Don't get shot out of the sky and
Yes,
die.
but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room. But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates, then sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, cheers the Astral Express's coordinates with the Herta. With Herta.
All right, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work.
Mirror on the wall.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphorius celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herda.
Oh, wait.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herda. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
You sure?
As you wish.
Yeah, the fourth
Preparation
note.
of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp.
Oh no, she just teleported straight to
Destination.
Emporius. Okay.
Unknown celestial body.
There is
Emporius.
two people there that would probably
Spatial
recognize
warp
it.
countdown. 5.
4, 3,
Warp activated.
Where are we going?
Oh! So that's Emporius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique.
Oh no, my bad.
Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent.
What the heck?
I should have asked the second mirror to
We're
use
in here.
slightly less power. What a magnificent sight.
No, we're
Is this
there.
the entrance to Emporius? Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in. What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
Okay. Oh, this is us.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herda to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
She blinked.
It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of.
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
Who's
I
there?
guess.
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
I don't
Are
think
you
he likes
not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias, Lycurgus. Lygus.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. Well,
told us
now,
that.
please, kindly turn back. Emporius is not a world that...
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite but my answer remains unchanged.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you.
178,244.
After filtering through them, I have to...
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to, proving just like you,
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path be destruction.
Destruction is the thing.
So, you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager.
Their fury will engulf the cosmos. Oh, I see. It's not a fuck. Interlude. Stay tuned to find out what happens in the next installment. Sure. I have some things to do, and I've finished the main story now. At least what we've got so far. I have 2 of these. Let's see what we got. One for Hyacinth. I mean, not Hyacinth. Castorus. Let's see here. Born with an evil curse, her hand dips into lethal cinnabar and white lead to personally decorate the faces of the dead. Her skills are said to bestow beauty on anyone, even transforming their appearance completely. Many skills were born out of her seclusion, but it painted her dwelling in a gloomy vision. Only a select few have set foot in this mansion. The thief and the weaver here were 2 such lucky persons. The girl converses with all items in the house, with specimens, tea sets, and even pillows in profusion, so she can hear the responses of these non-living things.
I have always lived in isolation. Out of courtesy, this is how I practice my words and actions.
It is hard to believe her explanation. Her face when talking shows such a gentle disposition that unless she is telling fabrications, she must regard her partners as mere children. People pass these rumors down within the area of her encirclement. All things became frozen, escaping time's increments. It is an exaggeration that is certain. People only found an ancient lion's head in battle's ruined armaments.
Those words are true.
The head itself was nearly dead.
Though they won in fierce battle, the warriors were powerless to turn the tide. It was the embrace where death dwelled that gave early release from their pain.
This is how death escapes time. She keeps every final embrace hidden in her immortal heart. Out of her numerous works, butterflies and flowers often stand out stark. Ignite them, and you can almost hear the maker's remark. Even in death's silence, her sound can still be heard. It is a gift greatly treasured by the maiden. Few have the honor to be graced with such work. Only one has the heart that burns such a gift. The reason she gives is rather far-fetched.
I must peer into all fates unknown.
power of time is boundless, but there is one thing it cannot conquer.
Death is abominable in humans' eyes. Apart from my identity, there's nothing about me worthy of praise.
The beloved Goldweaver hears this in distress and tries to teach her the art of weaving in threads. It has been said that the maiden has works that the holy city possesses, but this is the judgment that the Goldweaver expresses.
Ah, well, none can know all things, nor be skilled in all crafts. Her works are too early for the living to comprehend.
Oh, is this an accident? I digress here. This is a tale buried in history. One day, a student elated in victory dashed around the grove's territory.
I saw the spell the professor carved on his body.
The youth with white hair was beside himself in joy.
It must be a power most secret, a means for one man to stand against 1,000.
That spell was rare indeed, for it was a secret way to overturn a cart of hay. The scholar was still a mortal body, as yet to snatch life from death, or to reforge a new flesh through a god's remedy. Various minute tricks and parody, he studied them all, crafting schemes oh so busy, for everyone knows he wishes not to use the divine power that is his, refusing rightful custody. And in that unwitnessed moment of his death, final tragedy, he still held the hay cast bell steady, standing alone, facing the evil enemy. Now that craft is regarded as a magnificent study, not because of what it was, but because of its purpose known to everybody. In fact, he once crafted miracles, forging silent servants using soil as vehicle. Though no sentience to do the job without obstacles, rivaling Titankin in spectacle. However, one day he suddenly changes his tune.
Creation is the Titan's work,
Yes.
and slavery is the Titan's manacle. When imitating divine evil, there's no need to invest reason, most pinnacle.
When the servants have all been recycled, he deigns not to explain, fearing to waste his reason or muscle, so he jokingly concludes the questioning with a chuckle.
If it's just for odd jobs, students are a better gamble.
The way he addresses himself comes from elsewhere, an imitation of a divine machine with some flair. He happily answers 5 questions for those unaware, knowledge seemingly given with stingy care.
For a wise one, 5 answers reveal creation's secrets, the truth hidden and bold. But a fool learns but not, and is left in the cold. Now, inquire.
That is in fact the scholar's crafty snare. He hides the answer he seeks behind questions posed by those unaware, doling breadcrumbs as bait to lure and compare, whether the inquirer may be worthy of his wisdom to share. The scholar never looks at laws and measurements, ignoring the flow and shift of time's passage, and uncomprehending students' gossip and eager regiments.
He is panicked by the flow of time, for his work is yet done, yet to implement.
This man is too arrogant, and he intends to desecrate Orynyx's accomplishments.
The passing sage from another school brings an admonishment. Outside the courtyard, the gossip flows into the scholar's ear. He silently gives a grade to every question and argument, but none know the true answer according to his judgment. Hyacinth, healer of light, Hyacinthia. On the leaves, the rustling wind plays a melody as the girl looks over this courtyard, petite, and exhales, gently dispersing the palm-held blessings. The entire yard is lit softly, like a dandelion bathed in sunlight.
Is this courtyard a tad too small?
It's okay, Clementine. As long as it provides warmth plenty.
The girl makes the courtyard tidy, and in the Evernight lands outside the holy city, there is now a light curing souls' melodies. Ladies? The girl's skills can bring forth miracles, but today she welcomes a patient quite special.
Welcome to the Twilight Courtyard. How can I help you?
The gravely patient shakes their head.
The end times are coming, and we all wander more and more. Oh, you may heal our wounds, but you cannot cure despair.
The girl watches the patient leave, and her heart swells with sorrow.
Clementine, prepare some things of me. I want this place to be brighter tomorrow.
The red-haired child takes the girl's hands.
Long time no see, Hyacinth. Are you here in Akama for a visit, or do you need help from us?
The girl recounts her needs.
I want some shining things, even if they're considered junk.
Multicolored paper bags, crystal clear glass, cottons variously dyed, and jingling wind chimes. The girl brings them back to the courtyard and spares no effort to decorate all around. And when some fireflies wander in, the girl is all smiles.
Little ones, thank you for your light.
The patient returns here and opens their eyes wide. Multicolored dreams on the rooftop now reside, and the lawns contain the sweet whispers of sunlight. A soft breeze passes with no hint of cold, only serving to wake the playful chimes and ocarinas of delight.
Wow, there's light everywhere. What a warm place.
The news is soon spread by the grove, and people with empty hearts visit in droves. The girl prepares candies and tea and listens to every visitor's complaints. People say there was once a star called the sun in the sky, but now that star is no longer there. People say that Aquila took away the world's light, but they still left behind a heart bright to illuminate this happy dream in the night. Like the blizzards in the month of mourning, doth calamity fall, burying warmth in dawn's calls. A orderless tide swallow up the grove of reason, and that tiny healing haven is also extinguished, broken and barren. When the girl far from home hears of such grave news, the wind brings to her a moment of confusion, but it also evaporates the tears that briefly sparkle into being, and the girl still smiles bright and happy. Soon the people of Akama see once again the girl collecting more pieces and tokens, wanting to rebuild that pure haven. But she never realized that wherever she stood, she herself was that holy courtyard, that light-filled haven. Got one more. Or maybe 3 more. 5 more, okay. So we've got one for Cypher. Lion Catch Travelogue. How many pages is this? Maybe 10 pages. A thief tells a few stories.
The first story is titled The Golden Apple. It doesn't have to go to the fairest.
That city is named Paphos, where the golden light of Nestia shines. The golden apple tree sits in the city's middle, only the fairest can pluck its apples. The beauty pageant begins on time as the fair ones stretch their supple arms, trying to pluck the fruits above their heads. Yet every time the apples come within reach, a breeze blows the fruit away without a trace. The audience in displeasure disbands, with only one girl left standing there, her features bland. Yet to her surprise, she finds her arms full of golden fruits, a harvest grand.
The second story is titled, Trying to Argue? Don't trick yourself, please.
That city is named Idalia, where Circe's roots bury deep and wide. The sophist scholar holds a tortoise aloft, but his theories common sense bereft.
Even the best athlete could never catch up to this turtle.
None can overturn him in arguments, and he obtains the champion's crown in merriment. Yet as he is about to leave, a wind blows the tortoise in front of him, and behold, his paradox becomes truth. To catch up to the turtle, an entire day and night he spends.
The third story I will tell is titled, A Competition in Trickery. Who do you think is the Grandmaster?
That city is named Dolos, where even Zagreus was once tricked. The king promises to reward the perfect lie, wishing to recreate the deceit of the Titan, his grand feat.
I think the world is a gourd.
In truth, we are all already dead.
The liars take their turns in the challenge, but no one pleases the king. With a gust of wind, the girl emerges before the king's face. When she leaves, she already has the king's promised gold in a pouch. The others are curious as to what lies.
Zagreus can only tell lies, and I am Zagreus. The fourth story is called, You Like Money? Good. But you must pay the price.
That city is called Mythemis, where the sea breeze intoxicates the people with delight. A wealthy penny pincher prays to the Titan.
Please give me the power to turn anything into gold.
With breeze, the rock in his hands turns to gold, but his joy is fleeting to behold. For with one embrace, his wife turned into coins scattered on the soil. What? He howls at Fagusa to attract the blessing, but sees a girl in a hood in passing. The girl laughs hilariously, holding his hand in hers.
Go back and check your vault. Some gold may be missing. But your beloved is right there, waiting.
Wow.
Cyphera, you took another long journey.
And we want to hear your fun stories!
The girl with the hood dangles her feet in the bath as two coins dance and fly between her fingers.
Basically, I visited 4 places, tricked them to my heart's content, and came back fully rewarded.
The girl pauses her words and looks out the window as the light above the Titan's shoulder casts her right cheek aglow.
The dawn will never cease, and the thief star wanders in foreign lands. How would you know that I am not lying right now?
Time for Castris. And there's more pages of Castris' book to come, so... To the dead, when she bids farewell, she casts the slate into the fight, an act futile. I have never heard of lands for such customs. At this time, something drizzles down the slate, full of colours, seemingly tears for the reaper of chills. Turns out the slate is inscribed with poems, and every phrase is diligently coloured with skill.
Before people pass away, I write down these poems.
That is the limit of the girl's answer, and she only responds with silence, for requests to read these poems. And as time goes, she finally opens her petal-veiled heart, and the reason behind her reluctance to show her work is finally...
My poems are still too green. Not worthy to be art.
It stems from the girl's feels shame and discomfort. It seems the girl once also loved to imagine with effort, and many wild tales were written on her part. A misunderstanding was what made her cease this art. It was a pair of arch-enemies who gained fame in the war. One of them burst into laughter after reading the girl's poetic words.
He and I clearly wish to kill and tear each other apart. But in your eyes, you think we are close, unable to part.
She did not write poetry as a pastime. It is said that she left great works under hundreds of names. At different times, she even criticized her previous beliefs, making her identity even harder to assume. I still found her weakness after many twists and turns. No matter how fickle her thought, she never lost faith in those words regarding the value of fragile mortal lives. She is heartbreaking and enchanting. She has the fingertips of death and the ghost of love and poetry. However, those poems have brought her many complaints. The poems that her hands composed all lack an ending of any kind, and the Maid of Death has no desire to continue.
This is truly difficult to write.
The girl excuses herself.
My duty is to lead the living to the end. I cannot think of a fitting end for a poem to the dead.
Such is the epitome of lies. One who's grown used to death remains inexperienced with farewells. Therefore, I extend her an invitation. In this story belonging to herself, she can leave an ending reserved only for her.
What she brings is not only death.
She thus replied when we first met. And when we meet once again for the last time, she again deliberates over this closing statement.
Apart from death, there is something else that is worth remembering.
That is the journey she walked. Mighty. I think this is Mighty's last one. Maybe.
To die for glory is not eternal sleep.
This is a lie all Castrum Crimnos keeps.
The world after death is superior to reality and basks in light.
But such vague poems the Crown Prince would not easily believe.
Cowards who dare not to look death in the eye.
He declared thus on the day he returned from the stream of souls.
Longing for a martyr's heaven and reciting self-deceiving stories.
His words are sacrilege and reincarnate, more arrogant than his blood and family.
True warriors should treat that paradise with spite.
Many followers thus stop, no longer following his steps, for they feel this young man's words, compared to poems, are even more absurd. Body immortal equals not perfection. The man braves dangers endless, simply to seek his weakness. In his greener days, with more amateur skills, in crises where death denied him even after kills, he learned why curse is a synonym for blessing, for he saw that visage of terror at life's closing. The man seems unmoved when this past is mentioned. Having braved death 9 times, he who was once lacking now excels above everyone else, still rising. Yet, when asked if he is still as ticklish as when he was a child, he does not answer. It's a wild tale, he won't care to opine. It's said that Castrum Crimnos has secrets divine, through which the king's power has passed, a one-man army by strength in their bloodline.
Therefore, a traitor who does not inherit the throne is a king most infirm.
As the protagonist hears these words, he refutes not, but openly responds.
These are not rumors unfound. But will they matter if my deeds eclipse those of all other kings, achieving glory beyond?
Never turning back in war. he seizes all our glory.
That rumor in the war camp of fury often casts a shadow on the man's heart, indestructible and fiery. When campaigns become mired in terror, he sends his army to places safe and secure, yet alone he goes to fight, knowing death cannot touch him near. The Gremnoan detachment who follow him in livery, all die in bed devoid of glory. They have their share of grudges upon death, but the man has no regret, none necessary.
Your glory lies not in death, but in my hands.
The dust settles and strife calms. A deathly quiet covers his father's realm, and the man alone returns home. A question seems to sound from shadows of the past around.
Did you already walk that flame-chasing road, O King?
Atop the throne, the man mutters alone.
There's nothing else worthy of the hunt, for I am the blazing fire at the journey's end.
As it has been foretold, he killed the king to become a king, and killed the god to become a god. His eternal destiny is to be crowned in blood. Time for a Glaya. In the past, when strife swallowed the earth and schemes disrupted the hearts of friends, the maiden who was yet a weaver was wrapped in a cocoon most grand, and touched by the storm sweeping through the land. She spent her youth in a palace of romance, surrounded by treasures, with even maids beautiful beyond belief, often bathing in the praise and admiration of wealthy nobles. Till warfare set the threads aflame, and the devoutly praying priest was slaughtered before the altar. The family adored by all perished before their courtyards, and the blood of her maidservants dyed her golden mantle red. The golden threads covering her eyes snapped, and the concealed truth finally appeared firsthand.
Before a strong wind, a weak nobility cannot stand.
In the long, endless war, the Goldweaver family was shattered by the sword, and the legacy of romance became a tragedy. She had a broken mansion and an empty house. The nobles who once loved her, none now willing to help her. All the romance, talent, peerage, and beauty, what use are they in a disaster? As she closed her eyes in melancholy, the maidservant pushed a broken loom to her.
Miss, would you like to pick up the shuttle again and weave for me?
The young miss wanted to laugh, but could only respond with shock. The maid's face was now covered in scars, as she fought to protect her mistress's safety.
Though I can no longer see, I still want to don the garments you weave.
And yet, when she heard this, the desire to weave overcame her fears. Therefore, in the broken shadows of a house, the loom of romance moved once more. The garments were exchanged for copious gold, buying back her renown of old. Yet beside this mistress most noble, there was always a blind maid in tow, dressed in luxuries and fitting. As the weaver attended banquets, the praises of her youth returned.
That majestic lady must be Nestia in the flesh.
But harsh words also.
The mistress's beauty is quite reduced by a maidservant, so unsightly.
The maidservant apologized in embarrassment, bowing her head.
My mistress, I have brought you shame.
Yet her mistress brought her to the middle of the ball, having her garbed in the latest dress as the model. She now knew that praises and ridicule were both untrue, and that romance cared not for beauty or for the face. The golden thread of gods exists only within. She is no longer the helpless girl. She already carries the god's authority and walks the hero's route, but she cannot hold back the calamity of strife. The unsightly maidservant blocked the dagger aimed at the mistress's soul, and blood once again dyed red, something she wove. That was the last time in her life the maid's face she clearly beheld. and sewing the death shroud. She could not control how her fingers shook, often pricked by the needle sharp and acute. Thus that pristine white cloth wept with tears of blood and gloom. When the day of the funeral came, she saw the commoners' endless graves, and the nobles dressed in silk frolicking in the groves, and sadness overwhelmed her in droves. Was this the destiny unleashed for their act of chasing God's core flames? She kneels before the divine statues and prays to Nestia of romance, to look at these garments soaked in blood from the flames of war.
Why are those that appear so fair in fact ugly in truth? Why do faces unsightly contain souls cut from noble cloth? Why can the blind see the light? And why do those with eyes only see night?
The dying god remains silent.
If you no longer have the power to see, then with my destiny,
She grasps the burning core flame.
I'll exchange for eyes that can see everything.
Warm, wet liquid flows from her eyes that now see all. In that instant, she is sure that she saw the manifestation of beauty. Cool. Last one for Anaxa.
Do not make him your enemy, even though he may seem frail and weak.
When a valiant warrior from afar assaulted the grove, he shattered their strength with only his eyes and pointing stick. He sent them running, pride cut to the quick.
He may seem cold and unkind, but he sees through human emotions with just a peek.
A student was troubled by love's trials and aches. With one sentence he guided them away from heartbreak, letting destiny's strands weave a path to love and happiness shape.
All is science, and human wisdom knows no bounds. Both martial prowess and emotions are knowledge that can be found.
He firmly believes that all things can be deciphered, be it to those who peek. Those that cannot be solved are not mysteries infinite, but only questions waiting to be answered, not obstacles bleak. For those who only protect themselves, the world cannot see their intentions. In sorrowful parting hours, the scholar refuses trifle matters. Isolated in a corner of his library, he fiddles with instruments of crafters. Colleagues suspect him of creating new blasphemies, while students believe him to be making new miracles of mastery. The curious ones gaze through the window beholds, seeing a small wooden bird on the table, wobbling in comfort, swaying in the skull's hand an endearing cohort. I ask him, seeking his motive for this effort, but the scholar, usually so quick to retort, refuses to answer, seemingly coming up short. Creatures that through his hands pass all change their functions, invoking wonder peerless. He once removed his hat, as others witnessed, then walked on the hat over water with success. They also saw him light a flare, fearless, instead creating chilling cold air not so harmless. That bird was once a toy, and now his messenger, or perhaps still a toy. And that is the magic trick of his success and one of his teachings that he will profess.
Nothing in this world is ever born fixed.
The far-seeing must be far in thought. His teachings are like prophetic delight, yet he opposes prophecies with all his might. At a time he refrains from looking back on, traveling all lands, chasing prophecies, trying to prove the priest's words were not unchangeable foresight. Countless times he exhausted his crafty slates, wanting to rescue the doomed and resurrect whites, wanting to shame the prophesied heroes of magic and might, wanting to sway promised villains to a course more upright. Perhaps fate could not guess his goals, but it could trample over his plans overnight, At the end, all his challenges flicker out, but he persists still in endless plight. His ambitions are too lofty, and so failure follows him, never too softly. Through moments of defeat felt increasingly common, the scholar learned one thing he has never forgotten. Respond to defeat with a smile haughty, not from optimism and nor from a defeat of the heart.
I thank this misfortune's severity.
The laughter oozes with self-mockery, but is also full of a different emotion.
If this road is easy to walk, then future generations will not praise my name in piety,
says his ambition. Not quite. Do some have more than others? Oh no, mighty is one away. Mighty. Cass. Only at the very end did I realize she was nothing like the rumors. Very curious, is everyone like this? Having a side that no one else sees is still the same? Sure, buddy. Someone asking, how should we tell their story? I'd love a hug from her too. Oh. This recompense from Jasmine. Oh my god. What are you? I'm not at. Oh, 6. Okay. Alright, well she is looking good as far as stats go. Let's... Oh, no, Masana. Fine, sure, why not? Complete the Trailblaze mission. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I do have to go and collect 9 seals. And this is what I want to do next, so let's go do this.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. A while longer.
Time for the elimination round. We're the strongest together. Yes, I know. It's pretty obvious. Preparing for match. Alright, here we go. Why is he sitting on a man? A red hot steaming seal. The rumble. Oh, well, let's get this side started. Alright. So we've got we're gonna use this seal. We're probably going to use yeah, this one as well. It's very ordinary. Yeah, I'll probably do this one as well. This guy or this guy. Yeah, let's go with that guy. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Are those... Do you bounce off these? A baby seal that collides with a floaty increases speed and gains 1 attack for the current round. That was good. That went well. You missed. All three of them. 3 for 1, baby. What aim. See a 2 for 1. 41 total damage. Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, why is this so much fun? That, I'm doing that. That is freaking awesome. Nice, that one's gone too! What? We just killed 2 of them, and one of those 2 had literally just been regenerated. Wow. That was phenomenal. I know we're not beaten. Time for the Royal Homecoming now. Oh, realize the all know we're fighting for us. Speechless. Stop gawking, a moment has passed. Our Lord, your day. Okay to get back up now. My back's giving out about today's lunch. This is terrible acting. Wait, where's Dorian? Dorian? Oh, I am Dorian. Oh, great. Spirit Thief Bartholos. I better get 40 for this. I know how to do this. Kick some ass. Time to beat Spirit Thief Bartholos for some reason. Oh, what the heck? We've pitched ourselves the great. Ah. That a hook reference. Okay. We're gonna go with the Dead Seal again. We're gonna go with can purchase. So we're claiming the first enemy seal during the action. purchase that one. And then we'll go with that one, and then we'll go with this one. Goodness. Oh. I just knocked it into the spike, knocked my own party member into the spikes twice and healed them both times. I did not. Doubles the healing effect on the first person's heal. Oh jeez, that did a lot of damage. Oh god, it's got 20! That's kinda scary. That attack. That damage there. Oh, yeah, I'm going next. Now his seals are just normal. Okay. Oh, it's at 23. Gotta destroy that guy. Okay, let's attack him back down. How are you gonna get there in that time? we're facing Trinan. Shocking. That might be the flattest shocked face in history. So we're not much of a talker, can we just get started? To do it, Henseal, a reliable partner. Time to face your sins. Alright, here we go. So I can purchase this one. As the match consumes download seal against 150 lists. You know what? Why not? Let's do that. And let's use it. Let's use it. You and you as well. I want to see how this dark seal works. Oh, this is a completely empty battlefield. Okay. If Baby Seal stops in an extra action zone, if taking action, it gets an extra action. Oh, what, really? Now he's going first? And yeah, I just stopped. Low damage. Stopped just inside it. Damage with that single attack. This seal might be a little overpowered. It'll probably lose this one though. I'm on 7 HP. That didn't go very well for him. I just restored my seal to full HP. Oh, enemy turn first though. That was close. Oh yeah, and I landed at the thing too! So I get an extra move. And I took that and I landed back in the circle. I did 77 damage with a single attack. Dude, no one took any damage. And except for my one guy. That was crazy. Stella's crushed Trinan with overwhelming power, and just like that, both contenders from Yanisopolis have been eliminated. It's time for us to bid Trinan farewell. Thank you, everyone. A little grey, you won fair and square. Rather, it's more that little grey and Bubble's just way beyond us in skill. Always been the most timid of us three, always hiding behind Truby and Trianne. Yeah, but she's also dead. Alright, moving on. The drum master's broken in, and adult drum is dressed into the cold bath. It counts as a baby seal. What? It's bad. Now the prophecy has come true. What?
Oh, gee whiz.
As I say, it's because Dorian, the mountain dweller, was replaced by the spirit thief. The drumless is upset and has come to protest. It chose the off-season to make its appearance, which is a relatively friendly form of protest, I suppose. So... Grey Mystery, what prophecy did you hear exactly? When did you hear anything like that? But you didn't transform into a baby seal, and nothing happened. The prize of becoming a baby seal is false too, however, well, the little grey meat chimera Bubbles and Nimble Ranger defy the destiny. It's... Rangers, that rings a bell, they refer to me. I really have to let some arbitrary prophecy push me into playing hero with you to save some trophy. What a childish great bad game. Any ideas? Grey minds think alike, a grey mystery. Prepare a fake trophy and I'll use a single instant to switch it with the real trophy. That way, even if anyone believes the false prophecy and breaks the trophy, they won't know that they've broken a fake. Stares at you intently. Cute. Tears are welling in my eyes. Oh no, the huge trophy's gone. Was that how it was supposed to go? The trophy shop plan ended in utter failure. Prize exchange. Submit. Simple seals. This one. That's interesting. Done hung.
to Pagusa.
More and more.
A woo, a woo. A woo woo! Hello, I'm Endless from the Astral Series, and my name is...
More species are disappearing.
Oh, this is the Awoo fan. Which I don't particularly care about, actually. No, I want, don't even know how to do this. Seal Slimers.
Be in awe of Georios.
Four championship contenders are already awaiting. It's done, huh? Stop looking at me like that, I got nothing to say. It's complicated. It's complicated, I'll explain everything when we face each other. Watch some seal. We're here to watch people slamming their seals together. Let the seal slamming continue. Win the championship, boys. So I think we're gonna be up against Hyacinth in the final match. I think that's how things are gonna go. What's actually going on here? Is there a problem? So I've got a pair too. There's a hope for you knowing exactly what the actual the sweet event rewards. An obsession to win. What's perhaps obsession to win? Oh well, look at this. All I want to do is win. It's a frickin' ghost, dude. Now it's back as the ghost seal, carrying its obsession to win. My fate was sealed, now I'm back to seal once more. This is very odd, but okay, let's do this. So we're gonna use this one, we're gonna use this guy, and we're gonna use a healer, because, well, healers are so useful. And doing multiple attack and taking less damage is good. Is that a frickin' whirlpool? Falling into a whirlpool trap deals 50% of current HP as damage until the baby seal returns it to its starting position. Oh. Okay. I just knocked it into a whirlpool trap. Not gonna knock me into the whirlpool trap. They failed to knock me into the whirlpool trap. This is attack. I don't have a healing option. I'd say so far it's been a pretty successful round. Oh, we need 5 wins each though, so it's a little harder. It's a little more difficult. Oh no! Let's go. It's good. Lose someone here. Oh, this could be close. Well, I mean, it might be close. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be close. It could be close. It could be at least a little bit close. Although they're on very low health, all of them. So. That one should be gone. Oh no, it's on 2. It's on 2 hit points. Oh, yeah, Yikes, okay. Oh, this should be fine. This should be fine, as a matter of fact. I got a point. For some reason, not sure why. That one, did he just kill it? No, it's on 1. I got 2. I actually got 6 points there. Time to pay the price. You didn't even experience death. A strike while the iron is hot, yeah. Is that a pet? Yeah, a pet. Thunderous cheering. I've seen some Bubbles' feelings, so I like to speak for our proud friend. Well, Bubbles left Grey because our competitive friend wanted to prove he was capable of making it alone. But I've seen that winning alone doesn't bring Bubbles joy. Those eyes are only spark to life when facing Grey. The one he sees is the strong trail. Why not have a look? I've got some very strong baby seals. They're bad. Let's go ahead and use you, and you. We don't need a healer. Let's kick some ass with our big seal and our ghost seals. Oh, I killed one already! Okay, I wasn't expecting to kill one already. That was cool. That did a lot of damage to me. Oh, I didn't quite hit those. Oh wow, okay, that was scary. We're gonna do this because it's pretty much all we can do. That'll be good. Oh no! They didn't. Somehow they missed me. Uh-oh, I just gave him some extra damage output. Oh wow! That was unlucky, dude. That was unlucky. That was pure luck. Need to get rid of Bubbles here. That's 2 points for me. So folks, 3 to 2. Now it's 3 to 3. Ooh, 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 oh ho ho, oh hey 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 ha. Oh, I missed. Okay, this should make it easy for me. There's random seals attacked by sets. And let's hope which one will increase. Yes, yours, good. Okay. This should go fine. Double smash! I mean, well, that's it for the game. That's it for the round, baby. Hell yeah. We win the championship, baby. Yeah, woohoo, let's go. Stell's the strongest opponent. Upward, upward. Bubbles lost to you in the end. Don't be too upset, you've already reached the finals, and that's more than enough to show off to the other little chimeras in the Garden of Life. Already comforting, I'll not be upset. Pursuing victory doesn't always mean winning. It's funny. So Fagusa has fallen so low. So Fagusa has fallen so low that their festival only attracted barely a dozen people see us. The boss never so harsh on them. That Chimera was a finalist after all. Fiber here is lacking some fire. Who's this? Matter, wasn't the trophy handed over to me? We hadn't even started it, the celebration was already wrapping up, such a shame. Time to beat Cypher. That's a spiky seal. Is it? Is it there? Why is that seal so big? So what is that? What is that seal? I have to have bubbles in the team. In which case, let's purchase this guy. And that we'll use that one. Or well, we'll use that one maybe. No, we'll use this one and this one, I think. As well as doubles. How many takedowns is it? Here we go. It's 5. That is a big ass seal. It's got so much HP, what the hell? She's got 2 pathetic seals and then one that's yeah, well that tricks to turn the water into ice. A spiky seal is strong, but defeating it will award you 2 points. It does deal damage, and when you hit it, I think. Yeah, it does. It does deal damage. Not going well so far. Immune to counter damage, increases attack by 9. They're not at full HP though. Oh! Far out, okay. Not looking good, not looking good at all. They're at 1 for 2. Double seal smash, 2 for 2, 2 for 2. We're back in the action, boys. Oh, counter damage. We're immune to counter damage. Okay, now it's 2 for 3. That's a little scary. Go poorly. Okay, getting far out. Shit on a stick, dude. Okay. Launch speed increases Bubble's launch speed by 60%. Nice! Got rid of the big guy once and went ahead at 2 points. We're up to 4 now. We're up to 4! Come on, we got this, boys. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! We got 2 for 1! 2 for 1! That is actually 6 points. Nice, let's go. Can't bear to watch the result. Tell me who won. Did you hear that? Faguse's joy triumphed over Zagreus' schemes. Lost, but who? Spiky Seal Spineless! Oh my god! Are you really Spiky Seal? How did your species category change after the competition? Oh, it's one spiky, now it's non-spiky seal. Non-spiky spiky. What is this, a band? Not fair, not fair. Cypher lost for a reason. She couldn't handle the bath. Maybe it was too hot, too cold, or maybe just too comfy. The weather was awful too. Snow, rain, hail, too much sunlight, too cold, too hot, not hot. There were so many outside factors. Referees were helping you folks, and so many external factors. No one cheered for us. Well, that's because no one liked you. Alright, fine. A loss is a loss. This time I've admitted. Grey Mystery, you're definitely an opponent to be taken seriously. I begrudgingly say congratulations to you, Miss Champion. As for me, it's time to make my exit. Wow, your memory's on point. Fine, fine. Let me just show you one last thing. My little magic trick. Look over there. Why the lights of the bath go out again? Hey, Grey Mystery, you really don't let up, do you? Trophy? I'll give it back to you. Glory to you, but the riches are mine. We both win, right? Alright then. The fake one? What happened to in that split second? I think it's the fake one. The celebration would be this lively. Let's take a photo, guys. Seal Slammers in position. The bubbles booming slammers. Seal Slammers. Oh, but by the way, the official name of our competition is So Dang Fun Seal Bump and Dual Challenge Seal Slammers. Finally got a chance to say it again. Enough! Same time somewhere in Okma. Hold on, Cyphera. What's that you seamstress? You've waited for quite a while before speaking, but tell me you've just remembered to catch me now. Oh, she's also been alive for a millennium. Did I hit nerve? Forget it, I'll be honest with you. Find her up and close and see what kind of person she is. How does she meddle with your flame chase cause and get you to spend a fortune for my help? And pray tell, Master Thief, who was defeated by her, what's your conclusion? She is quite an interesting girl. I only lost the competition, and I admit that I have been truly defeated. What does that mean? Are you saying the trophy that you returned? Is it real or counterfeit? Take a guess for yourself. Guys, we're finished slamming our seals. But I've still got some. Purchase. Oh yeah, one purchasable seal. Complete the defeat the Phantom Thief and bring back the Champion's Gold Seal Cup. Collect all the baby seal victories. Oh, I need to do some multiplayer arena matches. Oh boy. I've got 9 pulls now. I could do another team pull, but I'm not going to. But it's just funny to know that I can. Well, we should probably do some of the arena matches. But this is multiplayer, so... Let's go ahead and use the seal. Go with that one and... Actually, I'll take that one out and do this one. Go. Getting matchmaking. Successful. Using the bubbles, that thing in those guys. Okay. Let's see who wins this. Also a very good shot. What's the point of that? So smash, nice. Oh, we need 6 points now. Why do we need 6? Multiplayer. And you missed both. Increase the attack by 5 during each reaction. They've missed every single time they've tried to hit me. They haven't hit my seals a single time. Now this one's at 13. Okay, they have to hit me this time. Yeah, they... Jeez. Took me long enough. Halfway to victory. single one of my seals. Oh, that's so close. They still haven't scored a single point. There is no coming back from this. Can they score any points before this game is over? Yeah, they scored one! Did it. My attack boost up to 20. Easy W. We dub. We get the dub on those, we get the dub on those. What's that? Yeah, complete 3 arena matches, and then I need to reach the rank of the Seal Apprentice and then Seal Rising Star, which is interesting. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Honkai Star Rail, folks. I know I sure did. I love slamming seals. And I will see you in the next